There were seniors who had requisitioned a chance met Raja's elephant in the name of St. Francis Xavier, when the rains once blotted out the cart track that led to their father's estate, and had all but lost the huge beast in a quicksand. There was a boy who, he said, and none doubted, had helped his father to beat off with rifles from the verandah a rush of Akars in the days when those headhunters were bold against lonely plantations. Hi everyone and welcome to a new series here on my channel. This time we're going to play a game called Kim. I bought it on GOG.com, GOG, and it seems really interesting. I've only tried a little bit and it didn't go so well. I'm not really good at these kind of games, but it has intrigued me a bit, and also with the history you learn. So there's a lot of reading going on, but so I hope you'll be with that and find it, yeah, you're gonna probably learn some new things. First of all, I would like to excuse my bad pronunciation of some of these words. So yeah, I hope you can bear with me in this case. Once capital of Ranjit Singh's Sikh Empire, it fell during the Second Anglo-Sikh War. The foe were driven back into Lahore, which was occupied by the British, and a treaty signed. This, however, was most basely, treacherously, and perfidiously broken by the Sikhs. Recourse was again had to arms, and then followed the brilliant victories of Chillianwala, fought by Lord Gore, who held the field but at a great loss, on 13th. So apparently this is how it really looks like. A real picture from probably back then in the time, and it's called Lahore, and it's a city. So, we're here. Oh child. Okay, let's click on him. I'm missing something. Huh. Oh child, what is that big house? The Wonder House. What is your caste? Where's your house? Have you come far? I came by Kulu from beyond the Kailas, but that know you, from the hills where the air and water are fresh and cool. A guru from Tibet. I have not seen such a man. They are Hindus in Tibet, sir, then? We are followers of the middle way, living in peace in our lamaseries, and I go to see the 4 holy places before I die. He turned his head like an old tortoise in the sunlight. It's a long since I have eaten or drunk. What is the custom of charity in this town? In silence, as we do in Tibet, or speaking aloud? Those who beg in silence starve in silence. Give me the ball. I know the people of this city, all who are charitable. Give, and I will bring it back filled. So, now we have to go here apparently. It starts out with this little tutorial. And we have to try and talk with this guy. Well, here. We have a Buddhist grocer, and this is the trait. It says a bit about the person, of course, his opinion about us, and his name, what he is, and age. So, opinion, how much they like you. Recent effects is that we have -7 on prices, because, well, I think he finds us alright then. Generous, happiness, and base. Anyway, let's beg for the Lama. There's a new priest in the city, a man such as I've never seen. Old priests, young tiger. I am tired of new priests. They settle on our wares like flies. Is my father a well of charity to give to all who ask? He is rather yagi, bad-tempered apparently that means, than yogi. Come friend, fill me this ball. He waits. That ball indeed, that cow-bellied basket. The ball was filled full of hot rice. So, should we say my yogi is not a cow? A little curry would please him, I think. Let's do that. The grocer relented. Kim looked at the load lovingly. So, think Okay, our llama is here. They ate together in great content, clearing the begging bowl, and then sat in quiet satisfaction as the light faded. I think that so old a man as you, speaking the truth to chance-met people, is in great need of a disciple. Oh, and we unlocked Find the River of Arrow, I think it said. Why, yes, you can be my Chila, and I can teach you the law. By this I know that I shall find a certain river for which I seek, the River of Arrow, which washes away all taint and speckle of sin. Let us begin our search. Not by night. Thieves are about. Wait till the day. But there is no place to sleep. The old man was used to the order of his monastery, and though he slept on the ground, as the rule decrees, preferred a decency in these things. We shall get good lodging at the Kashmir Sarai. I have a friend there. Come. Okay, so apparently this lovely little arrow points us here. Let's go and talk with this friend of ours. Place to sleep. So this is Mahbub Ali. He's a horse trader. And 49, got a good opinion about us. And apparently he's carrying a weapon. It's protective. Let's go to talking about a place to sleep. This horse trader, his deep embroidered, Bokharayat belt unloosed, was laying on a pair of silk carpet saddlebags, pulling lazily at an immense silver hookah. Okay, that's gonna be quite some words now. Little friend of all the world, what is this? I am now that holy man's disciple, and we go on a pilgrimage together. Mahbub puffed his hookah in silence. Then he began almost whispering. Do this for me in Umballa. You will find a sahib called Colonel Craigton. Let it be known to him that a white stallion which I have sold to an officer the last time I returned from the passes, has had its pedigree established. He turned, feeling on the floor beside him, and tossed a flap of soft, greasy bread to the boy. And all for the sake of a white stallion? You may lay down among my horse boys, you and the llama. Return soon, you're always welcome here. The bread held 100 rupees, enormous largesse. He knew he had rendered a service to Mahbub Ali, and not for one little minute did he believe the tale of the stallion's pedigree. So, we got a UI. Let's press here. Fatigue. We have 40 fatigue. Fatigue increases when awake and decreases when asleep. We have no recent effects, and we have some sleep locations. So let's go to Mahbub's. Yeah, whatever. Horse dealers. Go there. Okay, and we're apparently gonna sleep 12 hours at Mahbub's horse dealers. I really suck at this. Anyway, let's sleep. Yes. Okay, we're out and about. Introduction. You are free to explore, but be careful. India can be a harsh place for one so young. Carry food, eat regularly, get enough sleep. As you travel, speak to people. This is your youth. Make the most of it. When you turn 18, this story will end, but you may retell it as many times as you wish. The labels below show that what each button does. Okay, well, we don't need to see that again for another playthrough. So that's fine. Okay. So there's our llama. Let's talk with him. Your search. O Holy One, what is the purpose of your pilgrimage? Tell me of this River of Arrow you seek. Our gracious Lord once fired an arrow that passed far and far beyond sight. At the last it fell, and where it touched earth, there broke out a stream, which presently became a river of healing. Thou dost not know, then, the river? Well, let's say, no I. Kim laughed uneasily. We got some honest merit. I go to look for a bull, a red bull on a green field, who shall help me. Boy-like, if an acquaintance had a scheme, Kim was quite ready with one of his own, and boy-like, he had really thought for as much as 20 minutes at a time of his father's prophecy. For what child? God knows, but so my father told me. If one so old and so little, so used to truth-telling, may go out for the small matter of a river, it seems to me that I too must go a-travelling. Perhaps they will make me a king. I will teach thee other and better desires upon the road. Okay, can we talk with our friend, the horseman? Oh, that was actually myself. Let's not talk with myself, let's talk with the trader. The horse trader that was so kind to let us sleep there, among his other stable boys. So let's talk with him about my father? Oh no, Mahbub Ali! I told 3 of my father's prophecies of the Red Bull on a green field. Not only I, 900 first-class devils and a colonel on a horse were to attend to you. How could a man forget? But my father, what kind of man was he? Poor O'Hara. I remember Kimball as a young colour sergeant of the Mavericks, an Irish regiment. And I remember your mother too, a nursemaid. Theirs was a sad story, boy. Well, you are now a little friend of all the world, and you have me for a family. And what of my father's prophecy? Is there truth in it? There's no profit in prophecies, true or not. Yours is like all the others. Let's say, speaking of profit? Ha! Got some sweet meats then. That's all you think of. I didn't see what we got. I think we get something. Did we get some merit? We're a little bit happy though. That's good. Did we get something? Will we speak more with him? Train. Okay. If you wish to visit there we go, the holy places, we must take the train to Umballa. Why not the road? Well, let's just say we can also travel by road. We can travel by road then. Okay. What is this? Ooh, it's a Muslim policeman. You can also sneak and steal in this game, but of course, as so many other games, you can get caught. And you can probably also get caponed. Anyway, listen to the conversations. We can talk about Muslim. You must be a Muslim. How often do you pray? Whenever I can, boy, as should you. When you hear the call, look west and kneel. I'll listen out. We're talking about other things? Lahore. Okay. Oh, we have unlocked some quest thing. Do you know much about Lahore? Lahore is a proud city. It's a capital on its own right, with the landmarks to show for it. The shopping, however, is limited. There's not much to choose from, and the prices are quite high. There's a doctor, though. They've helped me before. Okay, so we have a doctor. Let's go and explore a bit here. What is this, then? So we have a Haider Arain. He's a Muslim letter rider. Okay, he's a very fat apparently. Big, fat guy. He's in dire need of a new diet. He has no money. Obliged to sell dear items for a pittance. Forever giving people the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Staunch supporter of his fellow believers. Arms for riding, not for fighting. Let's talk with him about the newspaper. What is this newspaper the Sahibs read? Newspaper? That's the Pioneer. I've sent them many letters, but without reply. Where does it come from? It is printed in Allahabad. Something like that. Yeah, whatever. You can see the building there. They're written and printed all under one roof. Do you want to become a writer? Maybe one day. He has a lot of answers like that, doesn't he? Let's ask him how he's getting on. I want to get on in the world. You read the letters of the high and mighty. Where do they gather to conduct their business? The Sahibs go to the Gymkhana Club in Delhi. But you will never be allowed in there. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We are so much better than they all give us credit for. Now we can talk with the dear grocer here about being a Buddhist. Do you follow Buddhism? Who was the Buddha? He was a prince who sacrificed worldly wealth for a middle way. You should follow him. Perhaps I will. Okay, so we're getting some pluses here for opinions and merit, and unlocking some missions to go get different religious outfits. And we can beg for Lama again. It's your lucky day. I and my much revered Lama have come to grace your stall. We ask only for a small meal to feed ourselves. Lucky day for you, more like. Tell your Lama we are good people here, worthy of his blessings. Okay, did we get something? I don't know. Who is this? A Muslim guard. Houses here. Oh, we're getting hungry. Houses here you can break into, but it requires a certain kind of key, and you have to be careful that you're not being under the radar of the policeman. So we have Jamil Malanhans. He's a Muslim servant. He's pallid, Asian-faced, and sedentary. And aggressive. Okay, forever getting into fight. Let's talk with him about being a servant. Servant? Who is your master? Do they treat you well? What do you know of it, boy? Have you not met a Sahib? They are a cruel race. You deserve better. Well, we got merit for that conversation, and that kind of helps our happiness, I believe. What's this? No, Sajid Rame. That's another servant, but apparently we can't talk to him. We have a soldier here, Kadir Kormhan. Oh, he's also aggressive. Oh, that's not nice. But let's talk with him about being a soldier. Brave soldier. Such shiny buttons. Do you ever fear death? Ha! I crush fear under my steel-tipped boot. Nothing in this life has that power over me. My, such words, but clouds that thunder seldom rain. In this game, let me just pause it by clicking on the little watch down here. In this game, I think when you go outside, you can follow past there with the road signs and travel like that. You can either choose to go with the railroad, with the train, but that costs money. And money you don't really have a lot of. But otherwise you can just travel around yourself. You should be careful though, because what I experienced was sometimes you come across like aggressive people that want to bash you and kill you. And you can either choose to fight back or run away. But you can only travel when you have a certain amount of health, which is down here. This little bottle, and when you click it, it tells you what is decreasing your health and what is increasing it. So right now my happiness is giving me the pluses of it. But I'm getting rather hungry and a bit tired. So hungry for 2 hours. Have I had it for 2 hours or something? And then it gets worse after 2 hours? I'm not really sure. You can choose to eat from this menu here, or you can go to your inventory, which is here. I do believe this is my money. That's here. 105. So if you click, you can see my suitcase, and it says Kim's suitcase holds all his earthly possessions. Use it to change his outfit or weapon and interact with the items he has collected. Track Kim's stats on their panels. Blah. They determine his proficiency in the various actions he can take. Track his stats. Okay, in the panels. So it's probably here in the panels. Maybe I can click on them. I'm not sure. He's proficient in the various actions he can take. Don't neglect merit. Holy men are much revered. Okay, cool. So let's not show that one again. So here you can see we have our outfit, our tattered clothes, which we are wearing right now. And as a weapon we have equipped our fists, which is only good, because if we did not have any fists, we would be looking a little bit different, at least. It would be difficult to fight then, I think. Anyway, here's our bread we've gotten. It's cheap and versatile. 8 hours where you have no hungers, but it only gives 1 plus in health and happiness. And does it remove fatigue, or does it give you fatigue? Yeah, I know it removes 10 fatigue, I think, because you're eating. We have the rise. This 9 hours versus the 8 hours, and it gives you 2 health versus the 1 health, 1 happiness. And no lower fatigue or more fatigue. I'm not sure. I think it's just lowering the fatigue. Okay, we have a sweet potato. It's 10 hours without hunger, 3 health, and minus 20 fatigue. So they seem to be really good. And then our curry, which is like awesome, 5 health and 1 happiness, and 16 hours without hunger. I can understand they call that the ultimate nourishment. But we were getting hungry, weren't we? Yeah. But let's have a look here then. This is our notebook. Kim's notebook records all his objectives, which are often requests from other characters. Some have a deadline, so prioritize these. People will show their appreciation for Kim's help in a variety of ways. You can also view objectives which have a location on the map. Okay, so right now we have only these. We have the River of the Arrow, which we got from our Lama. The Buddhist Lama's quest for the enlightenment. Find the River of Arrow. Where it is, I have no idea. And the White Stallion. Oh no, Mabub. Oh god, I can't even pronounce it now. Mabub Ali's. I think that sounds better. A secret message about a horse. Deliver a message in Umbala, and that's a city which you actually can see on the map, so that's only good. We can find an outfit for every occasion, so we have to get a Muslim outfit and a Buddhist outfit. But the nice thing about this game is that you choose yourself what you want to do. There is no true or false thing. You play it the way you want to play it. Last time I actually got knocked out, I've chosen no permadeath, so in this case I get knocked out, and I woke up all the way to the southeast, where my Lama was, at a temple I think it was, and then I kind of had to, I didn't really have any of my pluses at happiness and health, but I was, I think, full in both, so I had a good start again, and I could try and travel back or continue my journey that way. I think that's nice, because otherwise the game could really end quickly if you want to play it like this, and for a let's play, that's not always nice. Here, this is our stealth mode. You have activated stealth mode. Now you can see where other people are looking, but Kim will move slower as he looks around him. This is useful if you're worried people might object to whatever Kim is up to. Turn stealth mode on and off with the bottom right button. Here you can see their cones of light, indicating what their view is, and where you can then hide here between where they can't see you. Let's turn that one off again, and this is the combat. Woo! Okay, combat mode. You have activated combat mode. Now you can order Kim to attack other people by selecting their target icon. Be careful not to attack policemen, they are the blue icons, as they will arrest you or worse. To avoid a beating, find a good weapon before getting in fights. Turn combat mode on and off with the crossed swords button. That's nice. This is a policeman then. Okay, so we turn that off again. This is our notebook. This was our inventory. Here we have the map. This map shows the towns, roads and railroads of northern India and what climate to expect in each area from desert to mountains. Kim's objectives are flagged in their locations. Select the warrant buttons to see where Kim might run into trouble with the police, and the buildings button to find out what each town has to offer. Okay. Here you can see, here's Umbala, and we have a nice little flag here which we can press saying deliver message in Umbala. Okay, hello, that's fine, thank you. When I got knocked out at that point to my other playthrough and woke up, I woke up all the way down here in Sarnath. Just so you know, I don't know if you do that every time, but that's at least where I was. So this is nice. Let's press the little cross button to get out again. You can also use the M key. This is our option menu. Yes. You can abandon game, save it to get information, scores, options, to keep scores about how far you got in your different playthroughs. This was how to sleep. This is or you can choose where do you go sleep and how long. And then it also shows if it takes money, or if it's gonna, how much, what's it called, fatigue it will take away, but also how much of your health it will take away. This is your happiness. See, I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. Happiness grows as you acquire merit and stay healthy. So that's only good. We're gonna try and be not too violent this playthrough, I think. But I'm gonna let the story take us, let the actions, so if someone comes after us, well, and we can't run away, we kinda have to fight back then. Anyway, this is our health, which you can see again is affected by the hunger, like I showed you before, and fatigue and stuff. 70 is quite a nice one. I kept running around on 40 and 30 in the end, it's not so good. And this is the clock, showing you the date, the month, the year, and what time it is during the day. And the time ticks by really fast, so you can either click the watch or click space for pausing and unpausing the time. Okay, we were hungry, so the first thing I want to do is go here, select the bread, and eat it. There we go. That should bring our hunger away. Awesome. Now, before we call it quits, let's just talk with a few people. This is the doctor, so we know where he is if we need money. Money? No, if we need stuff. What's it called? Doctor stuff. You know, those kind of things. Oh, here's a woman. A Hindu woman. Let's ask her about being a Hindu. Why do you Hindus have so many gods? Our gods are the old gods, the true gods of India. Join us, young one, and be free. Maybe I will. Ta-da! Got her up a bit. And yeah, unlucky to get a Hindu outfit now. Let's talk with her about being a woman. Tell me, what is the life of a woman of Hind? The proverb says war is to men and childbirth is to women. But we have wars of our own. I don't doubt it. So we got plus 10 again with the merit. That's also a Muslim woman. Yes. And a Muslim laborer. So let's talk with him about being a laborer. How is it being a laborer on this of all days? I've labored long with little to show for but bread. But when the sun shines, I am happy. The sun is a fine friend. Getting a lot of merit here, that's really good. Look at our happiness. We're just so happy. A Muslim policeman. Can we click on the doggy? No, we can't. So what is this then? The Wonder House. Oh, we got merit for a new landmark. The museum, which is called by the Indians Ajaib Gher, was constructed for the Punjab expedition of 1864 and was to have been replaced by one better adapted for a museum. Okay. But founds have not been forthcoming. On a raised platform in front of the entrance is the famous gun called Zamzama, meaning a lion's roar. On the table in the entrance hall is a book in which visitors are expected to enter their name. There are also Mr. Oh, I think I forgot to scroll last time I was reading something. Sorry about that. Anyway, there are also Mr. Baden-Powell's works, Punjab's products, and Punjab's manufacturers. In the central aisle will be seen a series of portraits hung between the arches, representing princes and chiefs of the Punjab. They are by an Indian artist and as specimens of art cannot be much praised. Specimens of the manufacturers of the province will be found in the cases. Major's Handbook of the Punjab, Western Rajputana, Kashmir, and Upper Sindh, 1883. 100 years until I was born then. Let's have a look here. That's really beautiful, isn't it? Could be very exciting to go visit India once. I've never ever been there. So, the Wonder House, the Lahore Museum. Let's enter it. Kim clicked round the turnstile. Clicked round the turnstile In the entrance hall stood the larger figures of the Greco-Buddhist sculptures done, savants know how long since, by forgotten workmen whose hands were feeling, and not unskilfully, for the mysteriously transmitted Grecian touch. Hamai! There were hundreds of pieces, friezes of figures in relief, fragments of statues and slabs covered with figures that had encrusted the brick walls of the Buddhist stupas and viharas of the North Country, and now, dug up and labeled, made the pride of the museum. Let's find the Sahib. Kim dodged sideways among the cases of the arts and manufactures wing. A white-bearded Englishman was looking at him. Come in. What can I do for you? So this is Lockwood Kipling, the curator of Wonder House. His office was but a little wooden cubicle partitioned off from the sculpture-lined gallery. Sahib, a holy man from Tibet wishes to visit thee. A Lama from Tibet! Well, tell him here be the images, and I am here. I will welcome him. So, we can take the Lama to the Wonder House. Let's say that then. Wonder House. The Wonder House is open now. It is written above the door. All can enter. Shall I take you there? Is it true that there are many images in the Wonder House of Lahore? He repeated the last words as one making sure of an address. Come with me and I will show. In open-mouthed wonder, the Lama turned to this and that, and finally checked in rapt attention before a large altar relief representing a coronation or apotheosis of the Lord Buddha. The Lord! The Lord! It is Sakya Muni himself! The Lama half sobbed, and under his breath began the wonderful Buddhist invocation. To him the way, the law apart, whom Maya held beneath her heart. Another's Lord, the Bodhisat, and he is here. The most excellent law is here also. My pilgrimage is well begun. Out shuffled the Lama to the main hall, and, the curator beside him, went through the collection with the reverence of a devotee and the appreciative instinct of a craftsman. I will learn about the history of the Punjab, or I will learn about the dress and customs of different people. I'll take the second one. Finally the Lama rose and bowed a solemn farewell to the curator. When I return, I will bring you a written picture of the Padma Samthora, such as I used to make on silk at the Lamasery. Yes, and of the Wheel of Life. The curator would have detained him. They are few in the world who still have the secret of the conventional brush-pen Buddhist pictures, which are, as it were, half written and half drawn, but the Lama strode out, head high in the air. Very nice. Okay, so we got that done. How are we doing with our health? We're getting a bit fatigued, we're also getting a bit hungry. Can we keep begging for food? I want food. Oh, maybe not. Well then, I think it might be time that we go traveling. Should we stop it here then for now, and then continue with our little story next time? I hope you like it so far and are willing to watch with me as I play this lovely little game. As I said, it is on GOG.com. Have a look there and maybe I'll see you next time. I sure hope so. Have a great day then. Goodbye!